welcome. This is the first podcast for Invest Now America. This is Coach Corbin talking to you. Invest Now America, that's the name of this podcast. Now I'm going to explain to you why I gave it that name. Give you a little background information. I gave it that name, Invest Now America, because I had started reading a lot of articles about the racial wealth gap in the United States of America. And what they're talking about is black families, white families having substantially more wealth than black families. And part of the reason why they felt, or a good part of the reason why they felt that gap existed was because of slavery and racial discrimination and Jim Crow laws, etc. There's long-time historical reasons why. And I had actually, up to this point, done a tremendous amount of reading on wealth, how to make money, how to manage money, and how to grow money. Make, manage, and grow money. And one conclusion I hit was that when it came to the United States of America, it's all about opportunity. It's not about guaranteed outcomes. That's anti-American. It's communist nonsense. It's about opportunity. Someone can, the door is open for you, but it's your responsibility to walk through the door. And that's the situation, the reality of wealth building in the United States of America. The opportunities are here. It is your responsibility, regardless of the color of your skin, to walk through those doors. It's your responsibility, regardless of your religious background, your gender, you're only two, male or female. It's your responsibility to take advantage of those opportunities. And that's definitely the case with wealth building. So I said to myself, well, what's some things that I can do as far as teaching, encouraging more black families to get involved in accumulating wealth? And there are several things I came up with, but the one thing I came up with was simply to educate, to talk to as many American families and black families in particular about what constitutes wealth and the simple steps that people can take to accumulate wealth. Not easy steps, but they are simple, effective steps. And one vehicle to building wealth in the United States of America is investing in the stock market, period. I'm not going to go into any great detail about investing in the stock market. What I am going to do is recommend two books to you. One, Stock Investing for Beginners and Dummies by Giovanni Rigters, Rigters. And then Smart Investors Keep It Simple, Creative Passive Income with Dividend Stocks by the same author. His last name is spelled Rigters. Forgive me, I don't like butchering people's names. I'm not real clear in the pronunciation. I have to admit, Smart Investors Keep It Simple. That's the one book that definitely had a profound impact on me because I started investing more of my money, which I have very little of, into buying dividend stocks. And man, it has really paid off for me. It has really helped. I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm only here to teach and encourage. So always do your own research. And I definitely think you should start with those two books by that author, Giovanni Rigters, Rigters, and also anything written by Peter Lynch. Fantastic investor. And what I found, my personal experience, that I was in reaching out to families, I was really trying to reach out to young people. I was really trying to reach out to a lot of young people. Obviously, I got to go through the parents to do that, but really reach out to a lot of young people and saying to young people, grades K through 12. Hey, you guys should be looking at buying stocks. You guys should look into starting a stock portfolio. And it was really interesting because young people have a tendency not to let too many myths keep them from doing things. They have a tendency not to let fear keep them from doing certain things. And what I found is that when you approach young people, if you're saying, hey, I'd like to teach you about this, only thing they really want to know is why. But if you connect it to them, you connect it to their lives and their interests, they'll start getting into what you're teaching. They want to learn more and more about it. One quick example, one time I had a small class, maybe about 5, 6 students. And so I just asked a simple question. I just said, how many of you guys are familiar with Nike? Oh my God, every last one of the kids in there could talk all day and every day and twice on Sunday about Nike. And I said, well, what do you know about that company? And they say a couple of sentences, really didn't know that much. And so from there, I started talking about, well, you can buy Nike shoes, and you know what? You can also buy Nike stock. Now, again, I'm not here to say you should buy Nike stocks. What I am here to say is that you should research Nike. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not a certified financial planner or anything like that. But I do, when I teach young people about stock investing, I try to hit them where they're at. What do you guys know about Nike? Hey, what do you know about this company, Ford Motor Company? What kind of cars your parents drive? When your parents get gasoline, where do they get their gasoline at? Do they go to places like Kroger? Buy your groceries at Kroger? And then from there, I start talking to them about stock investing. So this is our first episode. Just wanted to give you some background information on why I named this Invest Now America. I'm almost like an evangelist. I firmly believe every child, teenager, young person in the United States of America should have a stock portfolio now. Not later, now, right now. That kid pops out of the room, slap a name on him, get him a social security number, and then a stock portfolio. Now, right now. Your son or daughter doesn't have a stock portfolio? Now. Get them one right now. Niece or nephew? Right now. Grandchild? Right now. Granddaughter? What do they call it? Goddaughter? Godson? Right now. Now's the time to do it. And that includes black youth, obviously. What I found with a lot of black youth is that a good number of parents may not be familiar with the stock market. So the young people have no prior experience or knowledge about the stock market. They feel uncomfortable. So that's what I find as far as the gap is concerned. It's knowledge. It's a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of exposure. So what I do is I do workshops to expose young people to stock investing, the why, etc. So this is my first podcast. I'm going to conclude here. Please feel free to donate my PayPal account, and so that I can continue. I have the resources to continue teaching, continue reaching out and teaching, continue reaching out, teaching, and mentoring. Because I also keep in touch with the young people who come to my workshops, and I say, how you doing on your stock portfolio? What companies did you choose? Why did you choose that company? Things like that. Hey, can I recommend a book to you? Can I recommend another workshop to you, a video? And so let me emphasize the recruiting, the teaching, and the mentoring. So please donate $5, $50, $500. It helps. Thank you very much. This is Invest Now America, Coach Corbin, and I will be in touch.